Well, it's June now and we're headed into summer, and Tesla has just released a bunch of major features for the Tesla Model 3 available via software update. So we've got a lot to get into today. Let's dive in. Now, the first feature I want to dive into today is software update preferences. If you want the latest and greatest software updates from Tesla for your Model 3, as soon as the updates are released, you need to go into your software preferences and make sure that Advanced is selected for the software update preferences. The next feature to talk about is emergency lane departure avoidance. What this feature does is if the Tesla detects an oncoming collision by the car exiting its lane, it will actually guide the car back into its lane. It will have a chime. It will also highlight the lane where the car was about to go over. And this feature is enabled by default now on all Model 3s. It's a standard autopilot safety feature. If you want to disable it, you do have the ability to do that. You just have to go into the settings for a specific drive that you want it disabled. But just note that when you start your next drive, it will be re-enabled by default. Now, related to emergency lane departure avoidance, there is now also an update to the feature simply called lane departure avoidance. This was a feature that the Model 3 had previously, although you could only have the feature set to off or warning. What warning would do is when the Model 3 detected that it was going to go outside of its lane and drift into another lane or off the road, it would give you a steering wheel shake, sudden vibration in the steering wheel to alert the driver to, oh, hey, move back onto the road or move back into your lane. Well, now they've added a new setting that you can put this feature to called Assist. And what Assist does is when the car is driving between 25 and 90 miles per hour, and the Model 3 detects that it is going to move either off the road or into another lane, it will not only give you a warning, show you on the screen, it'll highlight the lane that you're drifting into in blue, it will actually guide the car back into its lane automatically, so you never actually drift into another lane. Now, in my limited testing of this feature, it actually works pretty well. It's a really surreal feeling when you're drifting and then it just centers you back into the lane. Probably one of the most major safety features that they've rolled out so far in 2019. All right, now the next feature we got to cover is improvements to Sentry Mode. Now, if you're unfamiliar with Sentry Mode is a feature that Tesla rolled out to various models of Teslas, including all models of the Model 3 a couple of months ago. What it does is when the Tesla is parked and it notices that people are around it, or if a car backs into it, it will turn on the front and two of the side cameras. It's a really good feature. There's already been several YouTube videos out there that have shown people vandalizing the car, trucks backing into it. It's a nice peace of mind feature that Tesla gave to its drivers for free via a software update. Now, the main thing that was inconvenient about the first version of Sentry Mode was that you had to enable it every time you put the car in park. So you couldn't enable it by default. And that is one of the main things that Tesla solved with the improvements to Sentry Mode. You can now go into settings for Sentry Mode and enable this feature to be on every time the car is in park. And they've also added some really smart exclusions to that, so you can exclude your home location, work, or your favorite addresses. And favorite addresses can be added when you're in the Tesla's navigation. Tesla also added a Sentry Mode icon to the top of the screen. It looks like that little red dot. It's that HAL 9000 from 2001: A Space Odyssey. That's kind of what they're basing the Sentry Mode graphic on. You can click that at any time to turn Sentry Mode on or off, and then of course that footage is being recorded and stored on a USB stick that you plug into one of the two USB-A ports in the front of the car. All right, now the last thing Tesla improved in this major features update is the driving visualization. This is the 3D model of the car that you see on the left-hand side of the Model 3 screen. And what they've done is, depending on the speed of the car or its location, what road it's on, the view of that 3D model of the car is either going to be zoomed out or zoomed in. And they've also changed a couple of the animations so you can see the turn signal better. You can see that your brake lights are on or your headlights are on much clearer. And the other nice thing that they did is when you're actually turning the car and moving it at slow speeds, like in a parking deck or on a residential street, you'll actually see the car turn as well. Overall, what this feature does is it makes that 3D car look bigger, it looks a little bit slicker, and when you're parking or in situations where you're using those shortwave sensors that are all around the Tesla Model 3 for parking or other situations, those graphics seem to have gotten larger as well. All right, well that wraps up all of the major features from the latest software update. If you're in the market for a Tesla, definitely make sure you use a referral code when you order your car. Referral codes typically get you free supercharging credits, so definitely click a referral code and you'll be able to see the current offer. You can use our referral code in the description below, your friends, neighbors, or whomever. Just make sure you use a referral code when you order a Tesla. If you don't, you're leaving free supercharging credits on the table. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, make sure to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more Tesla videos like this one. Well, that'll do it for me. I'm Josh Tedder for 6 months later. Thanks again for watching.